Inspector Spooner.
Little Lord Adrian, what can the village Bobby do for you?
Are you trying to suck up to me, or are you pulling my leg?
You choose.
Have you arrested Tom?
He vanished into the woods. We've started a search.
This black ball that was stolen from the museum.
You want to give it back? That'd be very nice, of course.
So it hasn't turned up again?
No.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Something similar. In the cells on the wall.
There are supposed to be burial mounds in this area. Do you happen to know where any of them are?
You've just inherited a castle. Now you want to move again?
Couldn't you give me just one decent answer, please?
Ah, well. If it means so much to you. No, I don't know where you might find a burial mound.
By the way, the necklace that Tom got so wound up about, did you ever consider that it might be stolen? From an old people's home, for example?
From an old people's home? In Ipswich?
Just an idea. Might you possibly be able to give me a tiny bit of information?
Really? I can't wait.
You searched Miss Valley's house, didn't you? Did you come across any kind of archaeological notes or drawings while you were at it?
Zach? Shouldn't you been off on the beat long ago? You know, Adrian, I get the feeling that our, let's call it a relationship, has got rather bogged down of late. You're constantly coming to me with some new request. It's always me who's supposed to give you something. I'm thinking it's time we changed all that.
Would you like to come with me to see Doc Winterbottom? Do some couple therapy?
Nice idea, but I've got something else planned. As you perhaps already noticed, I sometimes tend towards making quite hasty judgments. That's one of the reasons they redeployed me here to Willow Creek. And actually imagine my life as a police inspector somewhat differently.
Pursuits, shootouts, explosions.
You're looking into my very soul. But without some clear evidential success under my belt, I'm not going to be getting out of this dump all that quickly. And what with your circumstances having sadly changed somewhat.
What's supposed to have changed there? I'm innocent now, just like I always was.
But now your nobility, as you have so strikingly noticed. And here in good old England, that is a good reason to treat things with more of a feather-light touch. Or to put it another way, an error in such a case would definitely not be good for my career.
Have I got this right? You're crapping yourself because I own a castle now.
Perhaps it's still not too late to forget the whole thing and close the case. But to do that, I have to present the judge with something meaningful.
Is that a polite request for a confession? Are you kidding me?
No, you misunderstood me. The thing with Tom and that Phil is already a good start. Also, Murray has corrected his statement and given you an alibi for the Miss Valley murder. Seems to like you a lot, that bloke. But there's still this Lewis and Angelina woman. They're officially missing. But someone who's missing also can be a perpetrator. You do see that?
We're speaking the same language at last. What's happening with Miss Valley's house now? Have you found anything there?
We only found some photos of you, and we also took a few other things relevant to the case. If you think you can find something there that might bring this case to a close, then I'll let you have a look around the house.
Are we partners then?
Not the expression I'd use. Hey, but this conversation never took place, okay? Zach will go with you, and I want to be informed about everything.
Of course, Inspector. Goodbye.
Fare thee well, my lord.
Can I ask you something briefly? The inspector said that it wouldn't be a problem if I wanted to have a look at Miss Valley's house for myself, but that you should come along to keep an eye on me.
If that's what he said, I'll go and get the keys. Have fun with the search. Just tell me when you want to go.
Miss Valley's brother, Vic. She has quite a lot of pictures of him, but that's no surprise. She was pretty obsessed with his death, and particularly with his murderer, Samuel Gordon, my father. She must have really loved her brother. A wooden rocking chair. The backrest doesn't look particularly comfortable. Crockery with folkloric designs. Experts like me call them painted plates. I think they just don't have oil or gas in Willow Creek yet. Anything against me taking a piece of coal?
I don't think anybody would have anything against that.
Newspaper clippings about Vic's murder. I can't imagine how anyone could murder a child so brutally. Old newspapers and a book with English children's songs. That's no use to me. Seems Miss Valley wasn't just scared of the Gordons. Now this could be interesting. Miss Valley's book collection. Let's take a look. English history and stories, Camelot and the Holy Grail. From William the Conqueror to Magna Carta. Aha, a folder from a university. Constable, can I take a look at this folder here?
That's just books about science and the like.
Was that a yes?
Okay by me, but don't take too long.
An empty notepad.
What are you doing there?
I just wanted to take a piece of paper, to take some, notes. It's a blank piece of paper at first sight, but I could make out a weak imprint. Unfortunately, I can only make it out and not read it. This trick has always worked before. That has to be the same letter as the one I found in the shack. You can still read a bit of it. In case we are unable to, the evil, we fail in our goal and the order never existed. Already sacrificed, that was never my intention. If the cursed one, then, now it's looking very faint, can't be allowed to find any trace that might lead to us. I get it. This is Miss Valley announcing that the order should be disbanded should anything go wrong. That explains a lot. No black ball. If I'm lucky, then nobody else will have found it either. Now all I have to do is find out exactly where this burial mound is. Now I've got something I can work with. Sector I-3 in the marsh. I've been round there already when I was looking for the portals. And there's a place where there are lots of small animal bones. I must be able to find that. Zach, I've seen enough. Let's go.
Please, put the folder away again, and then we can go.
Hello? As far as I can remember, there wasn't a pile of stones here yesterday. There's something wedged between the stones. A piece of paper. An envelope with my name on it. This is starting to get a bit creepy. An envelope with my name on it. No sender's address, nothing. Hope is the guardian's second virtue. It nourishes the wise, but it fools the measured, who mindlessly rest on its promises. The next weird message. I kind of expected it. Whoever's planned this little game with me knew I'd pass by the swamp. Hope is the guardian's second virtue. It nourishes the wise, but it fools the measured, who mindlessly rest on its promises. Small animal bones. It said in Miss Valley's research papers that she'd sent some of the bones to her institute. That would point to there being a burial mound somewhere here close by. A swamp, or a marsh, if you will. That was also mentioned in the research papers. And I'm to the east of Willow Creek. Now somewhere, not a million miles away, has to be this burial mound. I'll just have a try in this direction. Wasn't all that difficult to find. This tree must have been cut down decades ago, probably when they discovered the tomb. A spare menhir that was left over from building the tomb? There are plenty of twigs and branches here. I'll take some dry ones. There are even more of these small animal skeletons. Maybe there's an owl roosting here. Or maybe something bigger? I've never seen a burial mound from the inside. To be honest, never from the outside either. Let's see what awaits. It smells old here. Very old. The walls are made from solid pieces of stone. They must have needed hundreds of people to build this thing here. So, this is where they actually laid the dead. All empty. Nothing to be found. The floor is made of stone, covered with a layer of dirt. They sure couldn't have buried the ball. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna find anything like this. Mordred would definitely have known where to look. How come I'm not getting a vision now? Hey Mordred, where are you when you need it? Just a minute. That's not such a bad idea. If I don't take my pills and then wait here for long enough, I'm bound to have a vision sooner or later. I mean, why not here? Although it does say on the warning label that it's at least 2 weeks before the meds stop working. Maybe I can speed that up? Just a matter of how. Hello, Doctor? Can I ask you a quick question?
Of course. Come on up.
Hi, Doc.
Adrian, what can I do for you?
I think the medication is causing me problems.
What do you mean? Are you having negative side effects? Does it make you feel sick?
I, have the feeling that it's not working like it normally does today. Could it be that I've eaten something that's reducing the effect?
Have you drunk a lot of valerian tea or St. John's wort tea? These herbs can both impede the effect.
No, tea's not really my thing.
Perhaps you've taken some antacids for stomachache or heartburn? It would be better if you didn't. Medicines containing magnesium, in combination with drinks containing caffeine, inhibit the absorption of the active component of haloparadox into the blood. I should have told you that, I'm sorry.
That means it's not only valerian and St. John's wort I need to avoid, but also stomach medicines and coffee?
Not altogether, but 1 of 2 cups of coffee a day is not so bad. Just don't overdo it.
Your cough is getting worse every day. Bye, Doc.
Look after yourself, Adrian.
That'll have gherkins in it. Hi. Abaya, have you got something for heartburn?
Yes. Yes, of course. I recommend bicarbonate of soda.
Does that contain magnesium?
No, it's just salt.
Have you got anything else?
If you need magnesium, you could also take an antacid. You need a prescription for it, but I'll make an exception for you.
Okay. I'd like a packet of coffee.
What kind? Decaffeinated or extra mild?
Don't you have extra strong?
Caffeine doesn't really agree with the older customers.
And what about this sack of coffee beans here?
That's the extra mild one. Should I pack you some?
No thanks. Have you got valerian tea or St. John's wort?
I'm afraid not. But I can order it for you. It takes about 2 days.
Oh, that's too long. I need it today.
Oh, well, I don't know.
See you.
Yes.
Edward?
Mr. Gordon, what can I do for you?
Can I buy a whole packet of coffee here, too?
But of course, sir. What variety would you like?
The strongest.
My pleasure. That's Colombian coffee, one of my favorite varieties.
Thanks. Take care, Edward.
I'll do my best, sir.
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. And I can make myself tea or coffee with it. I'll just pour in a bit of water. Tumulus valerian. That's exactly what I'm after. And the plant's already dried out. Ought to burn well, that stuff. The medication that Dr. Winterbottom prescribed for me. Halo paradox. For the treatment of acute psychosis with delusion, hallucinations, or cognitive disorders. The info on the box isn't very informative. Take the halo paradox with a glass of water. Avoid ingestion with magnesium-rich substances. For duration of effectiveness, it says, comes into effect after a few minutes and has an efficacy decay of 10 to 14 days. Inhalation of cigarette smoke or other particles arising from combustion can lessen the effectiveness. And under interactions, if you are to take other medications together with haloparadox, please consult your doctor or pharmacist. That could be a hole, or a symbol for a black ball. I think I've come to the right place. The same hieroglyphics as on the stone tablet in the cavern. These places are definitely connected. The wind's blown half the wood in here. No black balls down there. I'll put the stones in the middle of the chamber. That'll give me a small fire hearth. That makes enough combustible material for a small fire. Father and son by the campfire. How touching. The water ought to boil soon. And now today, the Turkish variety. I'll crush the tablets first so that they dissolve faster. Damn, all that beautiful smoke's going outside. It's a roll of damp-proof sheeting used in construction. The craftsman should really cover the floor with... I guess that's no big deal while the... I ought to put the sheeting on from the outside. Cool. That'll keep all the smoke in the burial chamber for sure. Oh, I'm gonna stink like a kipper when I get out of here. Not exactly the best deodorant for an unjustly alleged arsonist. Oh, I'm already feeling a bit weird, woozy, like I've been wrapped in wool. But that's not enough. Something's still missing. What the hell am I getting into here, for Pete's sake? So what? It's not gonna kill me. And if it does, then I'm already in a tomb, aren't I? Ugh. This is working better than I thought. What? Ugh, my head. Ugh. My pills, I need them urgently. Damn it! Ugh, I never thought it'd be so intense. How long was I out for? Well, anyway, I've seen the ball thing. They hid them here in the tomb. Somewhere in a wall. This mold wasn't here before. Or was it? What can that mean? This figure in my vision has done something with the ball here. Well, that was weird. But anyway, I've got what I wanted. Thanks, Mordred. Feels strangely cold. I hope the search was worthwhile and this thing works. I'm having a real problem believing what I'm seeing right now. It worked. The portal's open. The Academy. That brings back some memories. Bad ones. I'd kinda hoped to come out in the ritual chamber. Looks like the portal hadn't been completely activated. Not good. The way it's looking, I'm gonna be here longer than I planned for. These nasty devil characters are all over the place. Look like galleon figureheads. The columns are standing on bases that are set deep into the ground. No end in sight. Whoever built the traps certainly didn't go in for half measures. If you got that on your head, you wouldn't have to worry about getting a headache anymore. You used to be able to open these doors using a mechanism. That's been destroyed, though, to keep them shut forever. These stone flags used to be deadly traps. Once you stepped on one, something would either drop from above or a door would open up. The mechanism's broken now. At least I hope it is. That must be Lewis. Or what's left of him, at least. Angelina wouldn't have got all that far without his help. He let himself be used by her. Just like I did. But never mind what kind of a guy he was. I still have to feel just a bit sorry for him. Let's see if the guy's got anything else on him, apart from bugs. Keep nice and still. Ugh. Something about this corpse feels quite nicely alive. Must be something to do with the circle of life. A note to Lewis from Angelina. A letter to Lewis from Angelina. Lewis, I've taken care of Valley. She's not gonna cause us any more trouble. You deal with the people at the castle. Best thing would be to just set the place on fire. Just make sure that the American comes out of it at least half okay. I need him alive. Bring him to the academy as quickly as possible. I'm gonna try to be there with Catherine ahead of you. You'll get your money as soon as I've got what I want. Angelina. Obviously, all I need to do is make sure that Spooner finds this note on Lewis's corpse. And that'll mean I'll be off of the hook at last. But it's impossible for me to let him in here. In doing that, I might just as well sell off my family secret and have Mordred tattooed on my forehead. I'll think of something or other. Normally you take this route here, but it looks pretty blocked up. There's a piece of black material. Oh, that must be a member of the Order, killed by the falling rocks and all that chaos. Unrecognizable from here, though. No chance. There's a gap here between the stones. But I can't recognize anything. It's much too dark in there. And I can't feel anything either.